Jim Jim. Touk touk touk. Hop, ça dégage. Voilà. Voilà. Jim 1. So today is the last day to apply for the hackathon. By the way, just to let you know.
Hello.
Hi Dan. So we're gonna wait like 2-3 minutes before starting. No reason. What are you doing?
Oh, doing good. Been last second updates.
Yeah. Wait, let me just have the reminder as usual. Um, on my side. Tuk 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 tuk. So we had session every day since Sunday about different topics, and so today is going to be about x402 and with a special integration with 11 Labs. So we'll see. It's funny. um, okay, so let me just send something. Blast. Okay. Um. All right. We are live for our session about exposure. Okay. All good. I just sent blast. Okay. So are you participating actively to Colosseum, by the way?
Sorry.
You are actively participating to Colosseum, right?
Um, I
With
have to
Luna?
ask Josh about this one, but how active we're gonna be, but we are talking to them, yes.
Yeah, like I saw Joshua is participating into the Builder Station in UK.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he's connected to the Solana Super Team UK.
Super cool. So just let me do.
Lately I've been deep down into refactoring our platform.
Yeah. Okay. Tuk tuk tuk. So let's wait 2 minutes and then I think we can start. Um, so I will make a bit of reminder before starting. So tuk tuk tuk. Okay. That and okay. So let me share my screen a bit. Um, mm, 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 mm. Okay. Share. All right. So the hackathon will be kick off soon, in less than 2 days. So on Friday, during 3 days. So if you are still not on board, please do that. Like just register for the hackathon here. Last reminder, because we are closing everything tonight. We had to send some list to his partners, etc. So yeah, like this, you can get access to credits, all the things. Um, and if you want to be part of a hub as well, please just like go through that, and you can join IRL if you want. Of course, it's not mandatory to join IRL, but it's better for collaboration and all the things. And oh, wait, let me just do one thing. Okay. Yes, you have perks to here. So regarding yesterday, Noah AI, you can just fill in this form, and so tomorrow I will send your contact, your email address, so that they can unlock for you 5 million credits to start building. So which is cool. And then yeah, just that for the moment. And yes, here you can see the past session. And so today's session will be updated there. So I have to put done pick. I will ask. But yeah, just wanted to
Yes, I'm not
highlight that.
I'm not ginger yet.
Yeah. All right. So we are good to go, I guess. Feel free to let me know. Actually, so the goal of the session is that if you are building AI agents, or like consumer application of, I mean, a lot of things, you can use x402, because it's probably one of the protocols the most used actually into crypto. And so we will showcase things about x402 on Solana with the proper use cases. And a funny one, I will not drop the alpha. But yeah, like welcome Dan. And feel free to introduce yourself because yes, we are working together to make the hackathon happen, like around AI agents. So yeah.
Hey, so my name is Dan Pavlovic. I am a co-founder and CTO of Bonfires.ai, where we deal with organizational workspaces and AI agents for the, like, we call them multiplayer AI agents. Before that, I was deep into blockchain, mainly on the Ethereum ecosystem, where we built a lot of DeFi protocols, um, before even Solana was a thing. But today I'm going to be presenting the X402 and especially focused on the Solana because I think Solana is really good for X402 payments as it's very fast and cheap to transact with. And that's the whole purpose of the X402. So let me share my screen. Um, mm, mm, I need to figure out where to do this on Zoom. Share here. It is- Can you see my screen?
Yes. I love
Okay.
Escalidro. It's what I'm using
Yeah,
every time for hackathon.
I use Excalibur all the time. I love diagrams and I just decided to do it in Excalibur. Um, of course, it's AI assisted as everything these days. But okay, let's start. So, like I said, I think so. What is X402? Basically, it's the whole 402 started with in 1996 with when when they reserved an HTTP code for 402, and only recently, last year, they did the whole standard of X402 payments, to basically do micro enable microtransactions, and the blockchain is of course perfect platform to make these transactions. It's gonna be more and more popular, especially as AI agents will start to do more autonomous transactions in the future. So I wouldn't say that APIs are fully broken, but like why traditional payments are a bit of a pain currently for microtransactions is that usually you need some centralized provider and they always take some cut. I think Stripe has minimum payment of 30 cents and you need KYC and you need fiat transfers and all of that. So, but if you have some resource or one-time access to some data, why wouldn't you pay someone 10 cents and just pay as you go for it? And that's the whole idea of X402. So why is it the future? It's agent native, it supports market transactions, there is no sign up needed, no KYC. It has composable pricing. You can basically use any coin you want, if of course um, the app supports that coin. Uh, I'm gonna go more into that of what facilitators are, and it's also an open standard, so anyone can change it. Um, okay, so we have three roles in x402. We have a client who is basically the person paying. We have the resource server who is uh, that is a server where you want to get special resources from. For example, someone has some special knowledge and it's gated uh, via a payment. And then there is a facilitator, which either can be you can be the facilitator, or there are already existing facilitators like Coinbase, for example, that um, verify these signatures and commit them on chain. So for an X402 payment, you don't really need Solana in your wallet. You just need a USDC in your wallet to pay something, assuming that the payment is made in USDC. So then later on, you can also go into more complex uh, payments where you can pay in any, let's say, meme coin, and all the swaps happen in the background, and you don't need um, to execute it yourself. So how it works? First, the client requests data from the server. It responds with a 402 code that you need to pay for it, and it returns an amount, a recipient, what to mint. And then the client's gonna build a transaction, and it's gonna send the signed transaction in the header, X payment header. This transaction is gonna be sent to the server, and then the server is gonna send it to the facilitator, where the facilitator verifies it and executes that transaction. So when that transaction is executed, it's gonna return back the information to the server that the payment has been made and everything is okay. And at that point, the server is gonna return the requested resources, assuming everything is okay. Um, so like this is like Solana specific stuff. So unlike on Ethereum, on Solana we have associated token accounts, but maybe let's not get too much into that. I don't know, Solana, would you explain deeply in any of these things?
Actually, like on the faucet side, I
Sorry?
mean, you can, yes, you can explain. That's fine.
Um, I'm just trying to figure out what to say. I think this part is not that relevant because generally the the code should handle this part. So what does the facilitator do? It uh, does a verify post and settle, and it has the replay protection, so it stores the transaction ID, so you cannot submit it twice. Mm, okay. Some autonomy of a Solana transaction. Computing the units for Solana. I'm very sorry. My background is very much Ethereum heavy, so I'm not a Solana expert. If I'm gonna say something wrong, please call me out. I'm not gonna be angry.
All fine.
Um, if you are sending a token to a wallet that doesn't have that token yet, you first need to create an account for that token. So you need to include this into the transaction, and then you need to transfer the USDC. So I will also share at the end a small app I've made for this purpose, where you guys can see the x402 payment on Solana in action, and I'm also prepared some documents for users and for agents, so you can drop them into your agents. So it should kind of see the how to implement it and the common pitfalls, so it can get you up to speed with how to implement x402 payments. Um, Maybe going to mainnet, what I figured out is the public Solana RPC, at least on my end, didn't work through a client directly. So I created like a free version of, I think it's called Helios for an RPC. Um, this is some app specific stuff, but make sure not to expose your keys publicly to everyone, especially if you have a paid RPC. Don't trust the client amounts, but verify the amounts on the server. And store the transaction IDs. So when the payment is settled, don't accept the same transaction ID and get exploited in this way, or like don't get paid twice for the same service. Um, Yeah, you have three different, make sure to have, if you want to do a proper setup, to have three different wallets for three different roles. One is the recipient. This is the wallet that's gonna get the payment of the X402. And then there is the facilitator. This is the wallet that executes the payment and verifies everything is okay. And of course, then there is a client that pays for the USDC. So it's very convenient at the start to have all these same wallets when you test it, but I think also for the purpose of hackathon, it's nice to do it the proper way. Um, Maybe on Phantom, if you're on a DevNet, you must go to your settings and enable the DevNet. It's not like as intuitive, but I'm sure there's a lot of resources online how to do it. And then don't forget to switch back and do the same for the RPCs and the setups for your app. For Solana, you can start with the Coinbase facilitator. I've also included all the links, how to get all the URLs uh, for these facilitators and for different faucets for DevNets where you can get USDC and where you can get uh, DevNet Sol tokens. Mm, yes, the other one seems pretty self-explanatory. Common pitfalls, not including the recipient ATA, which I mentioned before. Wrong USDC address, public RPC and browser or mainnet. Like I said, it didn't work for me. Mint mismatching, um, not having Sol tokens, replaying attacks. Like all of these are, I'm sure if you guys have interacted with some Solana development, have went through very similar process of the development and bugs. I've pretty much mentioned all of them. Yeah, it's on the local development, just do use the faucets. Um, don't forget to set your decimals correctly. Let's see. And sorry for skipping some of the slides, but in my opinion, I've pretty much mentioned all of the parts. I'm happy to answer some of the questions, and I've also committed this Excalibur to the public repository that I'm going to share the link to. And there are some resources and links for that as well. So from the x402 payment, that would be it from my side. I know that the whole session is scheduled for an hour and a half, but the whole protocol is not that complex, but it's very nice to understand the basics of it so you know what's going on for the first time and just start experimenting and you're gonna get the feeling for it very quickly. Maybe I can show like this. So what we've built, I'm gonna share the code to this one as well, is we built the first one together for a synthesis hackathon, for an Ethereum Foundation hackathon, together with the folio. So I just forked that repository and updated it for the current hackathon. And I have included the Solana x402 payment and of course Celine as the mentor, where you can go in and you can choose either you want her to talk in English or French. And then as she has so many such a deep knowledge, of course she wants to monetize her knowledge, right? So when you can go to the English version, you say pay and start session. And I'm not sure what I'm sharing at the moment, but I assume it's
Actually,
just Chrome browser.
yeah, we can see your extension. I mean,
Yes. So I've logged in into the browser, into the my wallet, and it prompts you as any normal transaction. So then I assume everyone has some Web3 interaction experience or not here.
not everyone know.
Okay. So where to start then? Um, I will assume, but I'm very happy if someone has questions to answer later on kind of what are wallets and how they work. But basically, the most simple way is that it's a web browser plugin that stores your private keys either locally on external hardware, and it signs the transaction for you with these private keys. So what I'm gonna do is click confirm that I'm gonna pay this zero point 0.2 USDC. And this may be very nice to know that this is not a direct transaction that we send to the RPC, but we send it uh, through the X payment header, like I showed before, to the server side, and then server sends it to facilitator, and the facilitator is gonna commit this transaction and pay Solana for it. So yeah,
Let me cut.
I was
Let me
waiting
cut.
too long.
On cut. Voilà. All good.
Okay, I think I was waiting for.
I don't know if you can hear something like just I need to check on my side to provide the audio there, I guess. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
I think I need to just provide the audio, share sound. Yes.
Oh,
Maybe right
okay.
now you can share it. I don't know. Could you try? Because yeah, it's not finished. Like you can see my face, but you you will also see,
Mm,
or you will also
There,
like uh
there is no
hear my
audio, I
voice.
assume. Yes.
Like you,
So basically, the whole uh fine. Let me know, is the sound enabled now or not from my.
not yet. Like when you click on share on Zoom, there's an
Mhm.
option like share sound on the right.
Mm, let's see if I can, if I have to stop sharing or can I enable it somewhere.
I think yeah, maybe
Uh-huh.
you can stop sharing and then
Okay, let
re-click
me
on
stop
share
sharing.
and share sound.
Share sound. Okay. Is it sharing now? Okay, good.
You can try to
No.
chat again and let's see.
Okay. Share sound, share. No.
Like I don't think the bot is talking.
No, the body is not talking now, but I'm wondering about screen sharing. Sorry, I don't use Zoom often and I'm
It's
getting
share,
confused.
and on the right there is a things like share option, and you can share. You can tick
Yep,
share sound.
but is my screen currently sharing or not?
Ah yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so I think it should work for now. So let's go. I'm gonna go through English version because through French it might deceive me.
Hi, welcome to the Dev Pack Vibe. We have 3 minutes together. What are you working on?
Hey, can you tell me something about the x402 payment?
Yes, x402 is basically HTTP payments for APIs. A server asks for payment, the client signs a Solana USDC transaction, and then gets access without accounts or API keys.
Can you give me some ideas what I can build with the x402 on Solana?
I'd start with one tiny paid API like pay per AI prompt, pay per image, or pay per data lookup. The best hackathon win is a simple working demo users can try in 1 minute. Bye for now, keep shipping, and come back anytime if you want to turn the idea into a video.
Okay, so that's a very quick a demo of what I've built, and I'm gonna share the. I did share already the link of this mini
Yes.
app for
Um.
everyone. And if you wanna access the repo, you can go to the first page and just click here.
Yesterday I had fun to register my voice on 11 Live, like cloning this one.
Yes.
And then Dan created this cool app. They
Mhm.
have done the same thing with Austin last time on the Ethereum ecosystem.
Yeah.
And so basically on my side today, I will add more things, context, for example, about IDs or the things. Also hackathon rules, an
Mhm.
FAQ, like I mean, providing a lot of information so that when you will talk with me, you will have more
Yes.
things.
So
Yeah.
what we will do, we will hook it up also to our Bonfires platform. Right now, there is some static knowledge content there. And as we go, it should kind of expand with the knowledge as well. So this repo I shared is basically showed the basic implementation. If you go to, let me remember, I put it into the docs. Um, there is a Solana x402 guide, which is meant for humans, and Solana x402 agent specs, which is meant kind of just drag and drop it into Cloud Code or Cursor or whatever you use. And it should get pretty much all the information needed to quickly integrate with the x402. Of course, assuming you're gonna use the same tech stack or like Next.js or React. If it doesn't work, you guys can always ask me some questions regarding that. There is some repository specific information here. I think it was like about the voice transcription and stuff like this, but our agent is gonna be able to weed these parts out. I think I need to okay, can just quick merge to production. And now we also have this presentation from the day here in the documents. So yeah, that's one thing. Maybe to showcase, can I very quickly showcase how the bonfires works and where it's
Yeah,
gonna
sure.
get the information? So basically, like I said before, what we do is uh, we try to deal with the multiplayer AI systems where you can store a knowledge from multiple people together and then source them as needed through kind of having AI as a first class citizen. So this is the synthesis hackathon that was there, that was happening a few weeks ago. So this is part of the knowledge that was created, like it's a subset of the knowledge. And as you can see, like every orange dot, which here for now here is only one, and is a user. Then we have episodes every 20 minutes. We summarize the content, but what's going on in the group chats or what documents people have uploaded. And then in the green nodes, we basically have an extraction of those episodes that then connects with a relationship to other nodes. For example, let's see which one. Not the mentions one. I don't want the mentions. But for example, Igor judged for the best banker LLM gateway use, which was one of the sponsorship tracks, sponsor tracks. So we're gonna also connect Solen GPT to this knowledge base, and this is where it's gonna continuously grow and create more knowledge.
That's cool. Congrats for building this tool. I think it's very
Thank
useful,
you.
and you can like use it in different contexts. So for example, I had to set up a AI agent for judging. So I use bonfires basically for having all the knowledge, etc., that we need to make a deep review and all the things of your project. So yeah, it's not only an hackathon. On our side, it's also like an agentic hackathon. And
Mhm.
the first real agentic hackathon was done by, yes, Ethereum Foundation, and I think the second one is yours, like ours, ours
Yeah,
hackathon. Yeah,
yeah.
and that's it. Is it
That's
open source?
awesome. I'm happy to. Sorry,
Is it open source?
our our code base.
I think so, yeah.
No, our code base is not open source because we are currently in the stage of raising, so we're in between decisions because it's very hard to tell to obviously, yeah, it's open source, but you can still give us money. But we do plan to make parts of our platform open source because later on, what we want to create is we want that people can host their own knowledge and connect all this into a knowledge network where ideally through x402 payments later on, you can also access these parts of the knowledge. Oh, I see there is questions here. We don't have a free tier set up yet. If you have a deep desire, we could possibly set up a workspace for you, but like I mentioned at the start, when people were not here yet, we're just refactoring the whole code base, and we do plan to basically have packages and offer like um, free trial for 2 weeks. But unfortunately, having this free tier would be too expensive for us at this stage.
All right. Any
Um,
other question?
okay.
So actually, you see that you can use x402 like to pay for like having a session, basically.
Yeah.
But we will have also like basic motors. So this one is just like we we have to put a fees because we have to cover LLM. So that's why. Yes.
So I am very sorry for me being slightly unprepared for this, but hopefully the presentation was good enough for people to understand it. And so the question is, so the export is just used for the payment processor? Yes, basically it's done for on-chain payment, like on-chain micropayments, you could say as well, where you don't have to fund the account for $10 and then use a product, but you can just pay as you go. The Excalibur, let me specifically link the Excalibur.
I will talk tomorrow about Excalibur because it's the tool that I'm using as well, especially for hackathon. Like when I have to design all the architecture parts.
Yep.
Um,
So this is the Excalibur link, and basically what you can do is just go to excalibur.com. You download this .excalibur file and import it from your local file. So the exports will have to be applied to our bootcamp project. Celine, that's for you, but I assume it's not a requirement.
no, no, no. It's just for you because it's like a tech really use right now into the space. So like take advantage of trying things with that. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, some maybe good ideas. There is already a lot of experimentation and products around that. But there are agentic marketplaces right now, none of them yet super established, where you basically have a request for something. So either a human request for it or an agent request for it, and then people can say, hey, I can provide you this data for this amount, right? So then you can have human to human interaction, human to agent, or agent to agent interaction. And especially if it's an agent to agent interaction, this can be done through an x402 payments very easily.
yeah. And yesterday, Solana released something about with Google using
Mm.
X402. Yes. Anyway, all right. So looks good.
Yeah.
Um, do you have something to say to add? Tomorrow we have a session about best tips for your first hackathon. So I will talk about tools. I will talk about best practices, like how to find the ideas, all the things. So yeah, I mean we are good. And then on Friday we are kicking off the hackathon. So just for a reminder, today is the deadline to apply for the hackathon. We are almost at 4,000. So stop. C'est fini. So yeah. All right. Thanks a lot, Dan, for everything. Also for supporting the hackathon. And yeah, we are keeping in touch.
Yeah.
We have to test a few things anyway, on the Jujin size too. So
Thank you
um,
very much, and congratulations on organizing everything and getting so much participants. And good luck to everyone.
thanks a lot.
Yeah.
See you
See
tomorrow,
you guys.
everyone. Tschüss.
Bye.
Bye.